What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Physical Media Tonight. And why is my head cut off the top? I really did not do a good job framing myself tonight. But what's up, everybody? How are you doing? I'm Ken, and we're here to talk about some physical media news and topics. And there's a lot of stuff to get into tonight. Some really exciting stuff that I just discovered like right before I went live. And if it wasn't for that, it would have probably been on the thumbnail. But we got a lot of stuff to get into. I want this to be kind of a news topic, video or live stream type deal where I get to dig into topics just more in a long form. Of course, I still do the physical media report, but that's more short form, and I just have to like run through topics as fast as I can. Here, I can let them breathe. I can talk about them with you guys. I can get feedback, and so we're going to discuss new 4K announcements and things like that, and that actually helps since everything seems to be announced on Mondays now, and I can't film on Mondays anymore because I'm at work now. So I got to film my physical media report on Sunday, and then Monday comes and all the big announcements happen. And my physical media report's already set to go up, so I can't talk about it. So I'm going to use this live stream to kind of talk about some of the late breaking physical media news bits that happen on Monday, and then other stuff that's going on in the world of physical media. But how are all of you all doing tonight? That's the most important thing. How are all of you all? How's your work week going? If you're at work, maybe you have a weird schedule like I used to. Maybe you work weekends. I don't know. Let me know how your week's going. How you guys feeling with life and just how y'all doing? What have y'all been watching? Let me know all that in the chats. And let me fix myself because I feel like I'm way too zoomed in. It's always a shit show around here, guys. Can you all hear me okay? Can everybody hear me okay? All right, I'm backing it up a little bit. I think I zoomed in because I was embarrassed by all the stacks of Blu-rays and 4Ks I've got on the floor over there in the corner. I'm rearranging stuff. As you can see, that shelf is completely empty. I built a new shelf over the weekend, and then I realized that's still not going to be enough. I had to order another shelf, so I'm waiting for that to come in. And then I'm going to reorganize some other stuff, but I got some cool things going on in here. It definitely looks more filled in. This is the thing I like about, I'm going to run out of space eventually, probably, but I like feeling like I've got the Blu-rays and everything just kind of like all around me because it makes the room feel more homey and more comfortable, I guess, more cozy. Because before it was just that. And then it was all like blank walls and stuff, which isn't appealing to look at. I like looking around at all the physical media. Now I've got physical media over there, got physical media behind me. I'm eventually going to have some over there in the corner. I'm going to bring my smaller shelves out here, put some of my more boutique premium stuff in there. Going to put a larger shelf in there where my DVDs are. I'm going to be changing a lot of stuff. But I was doing that all day Sunday, just building, reorganizing. And that's a lot of work, guys. There's a reason why I don't like doing that more than like twice a year. But Pete said I sound great, but I sound a bit sad. Do I sound sad? Why do I sound sad tonight? I don't feel like I sound too sad. What's up, Gus? Thank you so much, Gus. $4.99 super chat. When you can, we can, you can. Is that like a reference to a 90s hip hop song? Is that what that is, Gus? I should be upbeat though. I shouldn't be sad because I chugged an energy drink and now I'm drinking a coffee right before I went live. So I should be upbeat, but let's look, guys, before I get into it, hit that like button. There's going to be, in addition to having several topics to get into tonight and also talking and engaging with you guys in the chat. So ask questions, do whatever to keep the chat and the conversation flowing. In addition to all that, I've got several digital codes that I've been building up over the past like month or so that I'm going to be giving away tonight. I'm just going to give them all away tonight. I've got digital codes for a variety of films. And I'm going to give them away based on like milestones that we hit throughout the night. So if we hit, why am I all blurry now? I'll put the first goal at where are we at right now? Where are we at right now with the likes? I'll put the first goal at 75. 75 likes, I'll give one away, then 100 likes, then 125, then 150. I want to get up to 200. So only if we get to 200, because I've got 6. So we got 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200. So that'll take us through all 6 of the giveaways. The last one, the one that's at 200, I won't reveal all the other ones, but the one that'll be at 200 is the Rocky collection. This will be the one that's at 200, which is 6 films in that set. So I'll give that one away towards the end of the night. So yeah, but we got to hit 200 likes total, and I'll give them away at each milestone as I'm paying attention. So hit that like button. I got to keep you guys liking, okay? But Gus, thank you so much. $4.99 super chat. Let me play a little super chat clip. I'm gonna give you a pinhead tonight. Look, it's August. It's pretty much Halloween season. Okay, so let's play a little pinhead.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Hell yeah, guys! This physical media news tonight's gonna tear your soul apart. Are you guys excited for the Hellraiser collection? I got mine up there. I got it last year, so I'm not too excited. It's right. It's next to the Shaw scope, I think. But I know a lot of people in the U.S. didn't get it last year, so let me know if you're excited for it. All right, let me go all the way back up to the top. I don't want to be like more than 10 minutes behind tonight in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna make that my mission. I feel like I'm already failing miserably, but we're gonna get through stuff quickly tonight. Josh says Godzilla is sold out on Amazon and Walmart. Yes, I know. We're gonna get into that. Trek or Not said, the more I look at the Steelbook and the less I think I want it. The US 4K box set retaining the Japanese art with the English subtitles and 3 discs is a deal breaker for me. I get it. That's a nice box set. That is a nice box set. I'm not getting it. I'm not personally drawn to it, but I get it if you don't want to get it. What's up, Born Pasta? I'm pretty pumped for the 4K of Zodiac. Let's just hope they don't discontinue it this time. I think it's a done deal. Like I saw somebody else make that comment about Zodiac being discontinued. Like it's not the same deal as Panic Room. Panic Room was never like officially announced with a release date and a pre-order on Amazon and actual cover art. That never happened with Panic Room. This is like, it's official. It's on Blu-ray.com. It's up for pre-order on Amazon. We got the back of the release, like with the, I don't know how many special features it's got, but you can see the back of the release. It's got a cover. Like, it's official. Like, from Paramount announced this thing. So it's not like Panic Room. Not like Panic Room. We got 171 people in here right now, guys. 11 minutes in, already 171 people. Thank you all so much for joining. Hit the like button, because tonight I am giving away a ton of digital codes, and it's going to depend on the likes. And we're at 77 right now. Let me give away the first digital code, and I'm going to start with Abigail. I'm giving away Abigail on Blu-ray. And let me open this up. If you guys are ready, I'm just going to flash it on the screen. All right, first come, first serve. So I hope you guys are ready. But here you go. Digital code of Abigail. Bam, bam, bam. All right, hopefully somebody got that. All right, then at 100, I'll give away the next one. I'll give away the next one. There's one in here that probably nobody's going to want, but I'm going to give it away anyway, okay? I should probably make that my 200 milestone. Collector Movie Man. Hey, Ken, how are you doing tonight? What's up, man? I already pre-ordered my Zodiac 4K and pre-ordered my Godzilla -1, but the collector's edition on Groove is already sold out. I know we're going to talk about that, but I hope that they put that back in stock. And I know you gave me a super chat as well. Collector Movie Man, $4.99. Thank you, man. Are you planning to pre-order House of Dragons Season 2 on 4K? I haven't even got Season 1 on 4K. I have a hard time ordering TV shows on physical media, I'm going to be honest. Excuse me, guys. Because I got HBO, and it's like, I know, I'm pretty sure they're not going to take House of Dragon off of HBO anytime soon. I could be wrong. They took Westworld off there. I should probably get it. I only have the first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones on Blu-ray. I need to complete that. I need to get that 4K set at some point. I need to buy these shows that I love. For some reason, I just have a really hard time buying TV shows on physical media. So I'll probably get it at some point. I do want it, being so we still have the Season 1 4K Steelbook in stock. I'm not worried about it selling out. because I think most of the fans of that show are not too super into physical media. So I'll at some point get the first season, and I will get the second season for sure. But thank you so much, Collector Movie Man. I'm hitting stuff. I'm all over the place tonight. It must be that energy drink and that coffee I'm drinking. Here's your little clip.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
There you go. Good old Jim. Good old Jim. Thank you so much, Collector Movie Man, for the $4.99 super chat. Let's see. What did I think of House of the Dragons, the season finale? I thought it was okay. I honestly thought it went out on a little bit of a whimper, if I'm being completely honest. I still like the show a lot, and I'm really excited for season 3. But I felt like they were building to something, and they kind of did not deliver any sort of like big moment at all. Like, I get it. You don't want to give everything away because you got 2 more seasons, but it's like, come on, this is the Game of Thrones universe, and we didn't get anything big. I think since like episode 4, like huge, like massive. So I was disappointed in the season as a whole. You need those punches. This is Game of Thrones. Like, they always had something big happen, and like it was they called it the penultimate episode, which is like the episode before the last episode of the season. There was always something huge. That's where the Red Wedding happened. That's where trying to think what happened in season 4. Something big happened, and I think the Battle of the Wall happened in season 4. That was a big moment. Season 5, I'm pretty sure it was a big moment. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it's always like the episode before the last episode. I think season 6 was Battle of the Bastards. There's always something huge that happens. And this season just didn't feel like, with the exception of episode 4, nothing huge ever happened in that whole season. It just felt like filler. And that's not the way I wanted to feel. So that's how I felt about it. Looked great in 4K. I bet it did look great in 4K. I bet it did look great in 4K. And Bogus Journey is my favorite Bill and Ted movie, by the way. Are you in the clear zone for Hurricane Debbie? Yes, I'm in Kentucky, so I might get a windstorm up here or something, but I'm not going to get like hit head on by a hurricane. How would you rank these labels in terms of packaging? Umbrella, Second Sight, Vinegar Syndrome, and Arrow. Damn. I mean, I have to think about that pretty hard. They're all pretty great. I mean, I don't know. We'll go Vinegar Syndrome at 4. I mean, these are like top tier packaging labels here. Like Vinegar Syndrome at 4. Arrow. Well, Arrow's got a lot of. I guess I got to put Arrow at 4 because they do a lot of just standard releases, whereas Vinegar Syndrome always has like their nice slipcovers and stuff. So Arrow Video at 4, Vinegar Syndrome at 3, Umbrella at 2, and Second Sight at 1. I feel like Second Sight does the best. I don't know. I could be wrong. No, I don't play video games much anymore, Scorpio. I wish I had the time for it. I wish I did. I can't lie to myself and say, oh, I'm going to play a video game and pre-order something. I'm not going to get around to it. Can you do a video where you rank every Blu-ray and 4K in your collection? God damn, Kevin. Probably not. Probably not. I get winded now when I do like 10 movies, ranking them. So, what's up, Saturn Video? We get Zodiac and 7 on 4K, but we can't get Alien 3 I see. Yeah, it's that has to be it's Disney. I mean, Disney 20th Century Studios. I don't think that they see the value in putting out Alien 3 or Alien Resurrection. I mean, maybe we'll get it at some point. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we got like some kind of multi-pack with Romulus when it comes out, maybe. I don't know. What's up, Adrian? Best Eddie Murphy 4K, probably coming to America. That was a great 4K. What's up, Maria? Bought Paramount Scares per your recommendation. Excited. Nice. I highly recommend that. Highly recommend the new one coming out. I think it's totally worth it. And there are great movies in there. Well, 2 great movies, 1 really good movie, and 1 movie. But a lot of people like World War Z. I'm just not a huge fan. Interesting how they are releasing some Paramount films with Paramount Scares logo on the spine. I noticed that. I actually called that out, I think, in a physical media report, but I think Red Eye and Double Jeopardy have Paramount Scares on the spine. They're just considering like thrillers and horror all scares at this point. What's up, Justin Voorhees? What's the worst Robert De Niro movie? Grandpa, Dirty Grandpa? Probably. I don't know. I'm sure he's done a worse movie, but that's the one that popped in my head. It wasn't great. Let's see. Thank you, Maria. Jowls. Did you see the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K got a release date? Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street 4K. Let me bring that up real quick. That's one of my stories I can knock out real quick. Nightmare on Elm Street officially has a release date, and it's pretty exciting because it's the day before my birthday, and it's the same day that Paramount Scares comes out too, which he pointed out also. Which Friday the 13th too is getting a standalone in Italy as well. I did see that. But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street is coming out on October the 1st officially. So get excited. I'm excited. Trying to see if they got anything interesting there. You know what? The more I look at this cover, it's not a bad cover. You know, it's not the first film. That's the only thing. It's not the first film. That's not the first film for Eddie. That's my only problem with it. But it's not like a bad cover other than that. But all right, let me close that out. We'll get into other stuff later. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you. No, I'm not. I've got like a fourth of what Tony has. I don't think I'll ever catch up to Tony. He's buying like 85 titles a second. I can't catch up with that. I can only buy 50 titles a second. Double Jeopardy. Yep, they do. It is interesting. It is interesting. Friday Part 2 will get a standalone 4K release next year, guys. If you don't want to hold the Paramount schedule, you can just wait. That was the option. I mean, Saturn Video, I would even guess that it might be before that. I don't know, with them showing up that Italian 4K cover, kind of makes me feel like they're going to release it this year. I don't know. Again, I could be wrong. I don't know. No, definitely not. Definitely not. I'm probably in 15th place, I would say. 15th. I'm just joking. Saturn Video, yep. Let's see. What's up, everyone? Right on. Cheers, everyone. Why are you? John Hollow says, why are you YouTubers always late with your live streams? Come on. We were here on time. I was a minute late, John. I'm sorry, but when I got home today, I filmed my review for the When Titans Rule the Earth 4K box set, and I had to edit it, and I just downloaded it, and then I had to upload it to YouTube. It's a whole thing, so I was busy doing that, and then I had to make my coffee. I'm trying to do a lot at once, John, okay? You know, I appreciate you being here on time, though. I was only a minute late. 1 minute late, so give me a break. Jason says, hello from London. Hello from London. Thank you for being here, Jason. Let's talk entertainment. Let's talk entertainment was in here. Oh, let's talk entertainment. I missed that, John. I hear you, no problems. Grabbed American O. Whenever you're sent off to an island to be stuck there forever, what 3 movie franchises would you take with you there? Also, what physical media editions of them would you take? What 3 movies franchises would you take there with you? Rocky. And I guess I would have to take my 4K box set of Rocky, this shitty Rocky edition box set right here. I guess I'd have to take that. I would take Rocky. I would take Friday the 13th. And I would take, what 3 movie franchises would you take with you there? See, I need to pick some franchises with a lot of films. Because if Rocky, see, I could have the Creed movies too if I count those in the franchise. Friday the 13th, that's my horror. I don't want to pick any more horror. I don't know. Maybe I'll take Lord of the Rings. I don't love the Hobbit movies though, but maybe they would grow on me since I would just have to rewatch them over and over again on the island. And I love the Lord of the Rings movie. So I'll just for some variety, Rocky franchise, Lord of the Rings, and Friday the 13th. There you go. Upstairs is closed off. My luck is horrible. Oh, you got an upstairs in your Barnes and Noble? I don't have that. What's up, Deadly Spooky? What's up, Smirk? Yeah, I saw that. I think Don the Disc posted that on Instagram. That is a very nice box set. Kind of makes me want to order it now. I still want to hold out for the States release though. Guys, we got 200 people in the chats. We're at 104 likes. So let me give away the next digital code. And I'm giving away American Fiction. which is a film that I believe was nominated. I haven't even opened this yet. Didn't I show this off in a video? I must not have unboxed it. American Fiction with Jeffrey Wright. I've heard good things about this movie. You take the plastic off, throw it on the floor like an animal, open this up, bam. Who's ready for some fiction that's American? Hope y'all got that. All right. Let's see. I watched The Fugitive yesterday and The Crow today in 4K. Nice. Those are both great 4Ks. Can't wait to dive into it minus the Opera 4K disc. Yeah. I haven't even got mine sent to me yet, so hopefully, I was just hoping they would fix it before they send it to me now. I mean, I'll wait a couple more months as long as they fix it. What's up, DC Squire? How you doing, man? Saw the movie Trap, really enjoyed it. I want to see that. I don't care what people are saying about it. I like M. Night Shyamalan, so. Ken, have you watched Cape Crusader yet? If so, thoughts? I have not. I just don't watch cartoons a lot. It's a personal choice. So, no, I'm just joking. I would if I had the time. I mean, I love Batman the Animated Series, but I also never watched the X-Men cartoon, and everybody said that was really cool as well. So, I mean, if I had time to dive into that stuff, I would, but I don't watch a lot of TV by myself. You know, I'm usually trying to catch up on movies and stuff I need to watch to review and things like that. So if my wife doesn't want to watch it and it's a TV show, I'm probably not going to watch it. I think we're watching that Jake Gyllenhaal Apple TV Plus show right now, The Presumed Innocent, which is pretty decent so far. The wife and I watched Civil War this evening. It was intense but really good. I enjoyed Civil War. Didn't love it, but I enjoyed it. I do want to get the 4K at some point. What's up, Smirk? Jared is here, doing well. Ken, I've been catching up on some Blu-ray TV shows this past week. I watched all of Ted Lasso. I'm halfway done with City on the Hill. How are you, and what have you been watching? I did finish pretty much all I've been watching. Well, I watched some new movies over the weekend. I watched Maxine. I watched The Fall Guy. And I watched In a Violent Nature. And my wife and I have a review on our channel because we have a channel. It's linked down below. So hit that link and go subscribe. We reviewed Maxine this past Sunday. I'm hoping to review In a Violent Nature and The Fall Guy pretty soon over there. So I'm not going to like dive into specifics, but I will say I really enjoyed In a Violent Nature. Really enjoyed that one a lot. And then I watched both the Titans movies to review. And that's all I've pretty much been watching lately. Been all right. Most recent I watched was Sharknado. Nice. Out of focus. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on. And it's saying my connection, my internet is slower than shit. So I don't know how to fix that. If I'm blurry, I apologize. Hopefully it comes back into focus. Yeah, I think it's just my connection. It's my kids on the internet. I don't know. Sometimes just randomly, because I hardwire myself into an Ethernet cable. Like that's what I do to go live. And I run like a wire all the way upstairs to the modem. So it's like I'm not even going off of Wi-Fi. So I'm actually like hardwired in, and it still gets fuzzy sometimes. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I apologize. Hopefully it smooths itself out at some point. Yeah, that's some 480 fuzz. Sorry, guys. I feel like life has no meaning since House of the Dragon finale was hella disappointing. 2 years of depression waiting. Here we come. Yeah, it was kind of ended on a whimper. Says 720. Yeah, I mean, hopefully it gets better. I apologize, guys. I haven't seen Cruel Jaws, but no, it's not canon. From what I hear, it's not canon. Yeah. I know I'm blurry, guys. It's just gonna have to fix itself, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I apologize. I can't I can't stop the stream and go check. I know I'm plugged in because I can see it on my computer that I'm plugged in. But hopefully it corrects itself. Have you been tempted to collect figures or movie memorabilia to add to your movie shelves? I mean, I collected like some NECA figures for a little bit, and I've still got them, but I honestly toted them all away. I'm not like super into memorabilia and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe at some point I will. It's just extra money to spend that I could be spending on movies, I guess. So I just don't do it. All right, guys. I did not review China O'Brien, Marco, so you're thinking of somebody else. I didn't get those. So yeah, you're thinking of somebody else. I do want to get into some Cynthia Rothrock though. Tombstone, no. I haven't heard nothing about Tombstone yet. Halloween month, yeah. -1 will probably sell out everywhere. Your camera's super blurry, Ken. You might need to reset. I can't really reset. Let me see right now because I got myself pulled up on the phone. I'm probably okay now. Let me scroll to the bottom. Am I okay to you all now? Let me know in the chat. And guys, we got 220 people in here. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, let me know if I'm a little bit better because I'm streaming and it's I don't even think it's going to be like 1080p, but it should at least be 720 and it shouldn't be blurry. It shouldn't be blurry. Okay. So I mean, I'm looking at myself on the phone and it's better than it was. So but yeah, I apologize. I got through a lot of chat there. Is it David Fincher approved? I do not know. Well, let's jump into it. Let's jump into the Zodiac announcement. Guys, I might not be able to get to everybody in the chat. I apologize because we do have a lot to get to. A lot of cool stuff to get to. But let's jump into Zodiac. They did announce Zodiac to come out from Paramount. I wasn't even aware Paramount had this. And it looks like, speaking of the Paramount Scares, they put the Paramount Scares logo at the top of this one as well. So yeah, Paramount Home Media Distribution is preparing a 4K Blu-ray release of David Fincher's Zodiac, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Mark Ruffalo, and Robert Downey Jr. And this is coming out October the 29th. And then it just goes into explaining the movie. But yeah, no real details on like special features. I'm assuming it's probably not going to have anything new. I actually do not have the Blu-ray. I've only seen Zodiac one time, and it was back when it came out. I remember renting it on DVD at Blockbuster, and that's all I ever watched it. I remember liking the movie, but not enough to revisit. So this one's in desperate need of a revisit from me. So I'm actually really excited to get to watch this on 4K. From what I've heard, though, let me click on this and see if we can actually get into the specs. So this is going to have HDR, Dolby Vision, 4K. So they're not saying native 4K. From what I hear, and look, I'm not a filmmaker. I'm not into, I don't know how every movie was shot and that whole process. But from what I hear, the movie was filmed in 1080p. So for a long time, people said that this would never come because there would be no need for it to come. So maybe don't expect the best 4K ever for this one. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully Paramount can do what they can with it. But that doesn't sound promising. People were like, this shouldn't come to 4K because it was filmed in 1080p. Again, I don't know. I don't know. But it does say it has HDR, Dolby Vision, HDR10. And this is it's actually saying 3-disc set. So what is that, I wonder? 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray disc. What is the third disc here? Is there multiple cuts of this film? So I'm on Amazon right now. They actually don't have the back cover to this. I'm trying to see if I can find out what's on that second disc. Or the third disc. Number of discs 3. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. But there is 3 discs on here, so that is interesting. But yeah, are you all excited for Zodiac? Like I said, I'm excited to watch this film again on 4K. It's been a long time. Great cast. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. and Ruffalo before they would go on to be Iron Man and the Hulk, like I think just a year later. Or no, Ruffalo was a little bit longer. He wasn't until 2012 Avengers. But Iron Man came out the year after this. So that's pretty cool. Let me know if y'all are excited for Zodiac in the comment section. All right. And Matt's already calling out something that I was going to get into later. So yeah, we'll talk about it. I've got the whole list, Matt. We'll talk about it and bring it up. There's some exciting stuff in there. I cannot wait for Halloween month to come around. Let's see. What's up, Don? No one got the code. Picture blurry. Oh, let me know if nobody got the code. I don't know why my camera would be low resolution. I literally do nothing. I don't change any settings except for like zoom. But I can check. Autofocus off. Yeah, I only change a few things every time. But that's it. My camera should be fine. It's 100% just the bandwidth and the connection. It just happens from time to time. Usually always happens when my wife and I go live. Usually I go live late enough to where I feel like I've got enough internet speed. Can you guys see my chats? YouTube benched me because I made someone on CNN mad. I can see you. I can see you. Maybe it's just CNN that's mad at you. I'm okay with you for now. I couldn't even see the digital code, your image to do like fine. You all couldn't see any of the digital codes? Is that what you guys are saying? Fine. You guys remember in what was it? Orange County. Orange County is one of my favorite comedies of all time. Jack Black's like, fine. I just crumbled up my digital code. That's my favorite. That's my favorite part of that whole damn movie. That's American Fiction. Let me show off Abigail again. Some quotes just stick in my head like forever, and that's one of them. Speaking of that, when are we going to get Orange County on 4K? That's what I need on 4K. Just got a Blu-ray, I think, 2 years ago? I need the 4K. That's Paramount's MO. They put out like a Blu-ray release, and then 2 years later, they do a 4K steelbook or something. I would kill for a 4K steelbook of Orange County. That would be amazing. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. But hopefully everybody got the codes. What's up, AVA Pop Culture? It is. It is. So I never watched the 4K Motel Hell. I did buy it. I haven't seen it since I watched my Blu-ray from the 4K Steelbook. So I don't know. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth it. Plain view. But I like Motel Hell. I didn't think it was great, but it went in some weird directions from what I remember. With the girl and the dad, the older guy. I was like, what the hell is happening here? But it's a pretty wild movie. It's fun. Godzilla -1 to Japanese box set. Nice, Andrew. You got the bling set. I can't disagree. I can't disagree. Everybody asking me to fix my video. It is my connection, guys. I'm sorry, I can't do nothing about it. It's not my camera. Why would my camera just randomly like go in and out like that? Doesn't make any sense. Everybody's pissed off about my camera. I apologize. We're at 125 likes. Let me give away the next digital code. Going to be Challengers on Blu-ray. Challengers. Which is I like this movie. Pretty good movie. The score was excellent. And they did some really creative stuff with the score and the cinematography. And the story's okay, but like I really just like the visual look of this film with the score. Performance is really good as well. But Challengers, hopefully somebody got that. Hopefully I'm not pixelated again. Damn, are you serious? No, I think Hit Your 4K comes out just a few days earlier. Maybe in the UK, Ken. Maybe in the UK. Yeah, I don't think a 4K would benefit Alien 3, if I'm being honest. I want the regular steelbook release, the original artwork. I hate to have to buy all that extra stuff just to get that steel. Yeah, I get it. I do want to see that one. That's probably my most anticipated horror film for the rest of the year. And I think it comes out this weekend, doesn't it? Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, if anything, you can also sell the digital code and probably get like 10 or 15 bucks for it. I think it's a great deal. Yeah, that would be cool. I imagine the US release will, for sure. I don't know if they've announced all the details for it yet. It is Toho that's doing it though, which I thought was pretty interesting because they've always used, I think, an American studio. Didn't Funimation do the last ones, but I don't think they exist anymore. So Toho's just releasing it over here themselves. Top 3 Umbrella releases of 2024. Number 3 would be Masters of the Universe. Number 2, The Hitcher. And number 1, Super Mario Brothers 4K. Actually, you know what? Number 2, I'm going to give to Tank Girl. It's a great addition. I do not, Adrian. Unless it's on the 4Ks. I don't think it's on the 4Ks, though. Thank you, Rooftops. Thank you for understanding. I mean, I would say to their 4K upgrades, you know what? That's a good point. People seem to bitch about Scream Factory not doing it. But Arrow never adds anything new to their 4K upgrades. Criterion certainly never adds anything new to their 4K upgrades. Vinegar Syndrome, they do a lot of 4Ks with a lot of new special features. They don't do a lot of upgrades. Like, they don't upgrade a lot of their Blu-rays to 4K. Usually their 4Ks are like new to Vinegar Syndrome. I think Madman's like one of the few that I've seen them upgrade a Blu-ray to a 4K. There could be other ones, but I just don't see them do it very often. But I'm trying to think if there is one. But most of them just port the stuff over. I mean, Scream Factory adds new stuff, to 4K sometimes. So they might be the best at it. I've never seen Arrow do it. I don't think I've ever seen Arrow add new stuff to a 4K upgrade. Again, I could be wrong, but I don't think I have. Not very excited, Scorpions. I mean, they've got 4K scans already done of the first 4. And they have them out with those steelbooks. Those steelbooks are 4K scans, and those 4K scans, I believe, are from the Shout Factory box set. So those are done, just need to be put on a 4K disc. So those will definitely all come. But there's so much money they're leaving on the table if they don't do a 1 through 8 4K box set. Like, they have to do that. Like, Paramount owns the first 8. I get it. You can't put the other ones in there. But to be honest, like, there's some people that care about the other ones. I love Jason Goes to Hell. That's my second favorite Friday movie. I love that film. But most people just care about the original 8 anyway. And they would shell out all the dollars for a 4K box set of Friday the 13th. So, yes, they 100% need to do that. Maybe next year, it'll be the 45th anniversary. Maybe next year, that's when we'll get it. I can see that happening, but yeah, 100% they need to do that. Rocky, Friday the 13th, Indiana Jones on the Island, LOL. If you say Marvel movie, you'll have tons of watch. I will. I will. I almost did say Marvel just because I enjoyed a lot of the earlier ones. I'd say like the first 20 I like. But then I would get 10 shit movies that I wouldn't want to watch. Not all shit. There's some good ones. Guardians 3 is good. But yeah, Rocky and Friday the 13th for sure. The third one I'd have a hard time choosing. I'm sure there's an obvious one. I want Back to the Future. That's what I want. Back to the Future. I'm changing it. Rocky, Friday the 13th, Back to the Future. Yes, it's only 3 films, but I could rewatch those movies every day. Every freaking day. And they make me happy. American Fiction is a great film. Nice. I need to check that out, Michelle. Any Clint Eastwood movie rumors out there? Josie Wells, Pale Rider, Two Meals for Sister Sarah. I thought Two Mules had a 4K announcement from Kino, but I could be wrong. What's up, God Tank? Nothing new today. I don't know, man. Hopefully we get it at some point. I've heard it was good. Oh, nice. I pre-ordered Poltergeist 2 from Orbit. I think I put it in Orbit order last week, and it was Poltergeist 2, Sudden Death, and I got the Incendies 101 Films release. So yeah. Nocturne was fantastic though. Love they finally adapted that character. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, I love Batman Mask of the Phantasm. I did, John. Let me bring that up now that you mention it. So I'm going to go over to Instagram. And look, I missed the first time they put out the Frighteners, and I don't want to miss the second, so I'll probably get this as long as they haven't already sold out. But Turbine Media is doing a Frighteners box set, and Turbine Media is a German label. Now, I was reluctant with the first edition because I wasn't familiar with Turbine, and I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to watch it. But apparently, it does have English options as well for audio. As long as I can watch it in 4K, I'm fine. Now, I won't be able to read the books and stuff if those are in there because those will be in German. But the reason I want to go ahead and get this is that I've heard that Turbine had some kind of like exclusive rights to the Frighteners on 4K, and it wouldn't come to the States until like 2028 or 2029 or something. So I can't wait that long. I want the Frighteners on 4K now, and this is a really cool box set edition with artwork that matches the VHS. I think I still had the VHS, but if you remember back in the day, the VHS had a lenticular cover of the Frighteners where that shape moved in and out when you shifted it. It was pretty cool. I love the Frighteners. I've been watching the Frighteners since I was a kid, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time. So I need to get that. It's a great steelbook. So yeah, hopefully it's by the time I get around to ordering it, it's still in stock. I want to wait and see if Diabolic gets it or somewhere, so I don't have to pre-order from the Germans themselves. But all right, let me close that out. Okay, it probably is Mike. I forgot to pay the internet bill. That's what went on. That's what happened. I need to clean out the internet tubes. Oh my goodness. What's the worst shark movie you've ever seen? I don't watch a lot of terrible shark movies. I know there's like 100 of them at Walmart's. I'm trying to think if I've watched a truly bad one. Yeah, I don't know how many truly like bad ones I've watched. The ones I've watched, like I've liked. I liked both the 48 Meters Down movies. I like The Shallows. I like all four of the Jaws movies. Um, I like Deep Blue Sea, of course. I'm trying to think if I've seen a really bad one. I don't know if I've seen a really bad one. I guess I'll say The Shallows might be my least favorite. I didn't love that like everybody else did. I thought it was okay though. Ken, I wish I knew for the life of me who are the people that did the packaging for Mad Max Steelbook Collection, Superman's Fortress of Solitude Collection. Just wondering if you know. That was Warner Brothers, Human Condition. Warner Brothers did those. Nice box sets. They can do nice Steelbook collector sets if they want to. I don't know why they didn't do that for Rocky. Why did they release them all individually? Why couldn't they do a nice Steelbook set? I don't get it. They just don't see the value in Rocky for some reason. Whatever. I think that's stupid. But anyway. I need to watch my Glory 4K. Thank you for reminding me. What's up, Frank? If you want to check out a live stream that I was on earlier this week, I was over on Frank's channel ranking my top 5 favorite horror films of 2024 so far. So go check that out. I think I linked that in my community tab, but it was a fun live stream with some other content creators as well. Let's see. Quit skipping. Am I skipping too? What's up, Matthew? Ken, you're all good minus a Halloween shirt. Come on, man. Where's the button ups? Matthew, I feel like it's been a while since you've been in the chat trying to get me to wear a button up, but it's good to see you again, man. Good and blurry. Yeah, it's just one of those nights, guys. I apologize. If you want to leave and never come back, I guess I don't want you to, but I guess that's what you're going to have to do. I'll understand. Okay, I'll understand. What's up, dog? What's up, Ken Dog? It's serviceable. Keep the stream going. Well, thank you, Lutulo. Look, guys, this is the internet, and it's still not perfect. I wish it was. Now there are YouTubers that I've seen they never have issues. I don't know where they live. I'm broadcasting from my basement in a rural area in Kentucky. So, and my internet connection, it's constantly dropping and it just sucks. So this is what I got. I'm taking all the measures that I need to ensure that I am as good as quality as I possibly can be, by making sure that I'm plugged in with an actual Ethernet cable. I'm not just relying on the Wi-Fi. Pre-ordered the Zodiac 4K as soon as I saw the announcement. Yep. They're called Atlantic Media Shelves. Atlantic Media Shelves. I don't remember the specific model, but I know I've linked them in my community tab before, but I might need to link them again. It's nothing fancy. I just ordered a new one and I think it was like $80 or something. So they're pretty affordable and they hold like 600 and something Blu-rays and 4Ks. So it's a good amount of Blu-rays and 4Ks that they hold. I've just got a lot to put on these shelves. So I needed to order one more for what I want to do with the room. Gus with another $4.99 super chat. He says, I want my $4.99 back. How are you going to ask for your $4.99 back by giving me another $4.99, Gus? I didn't pay for a blurry image. Look, hopefully we get better as the night goes on. But Gus, thank you so much. Let me give you a good old owl clip.
She got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it.
Thank you so much, Gus, for the super chat. And guys, like I said, I've still got 3 codes to give away, but we have to hit those milestones. 150 is the next milestone, then 175, then 200 likes. I will give away the Rocky 6-film digital code. The digital code for Rocky 6-film collection. All right, let's get back. Zodiac was okay, but not enough to buy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Fight Club on 4K. I mean, that's Disney, so I don't know. But then again, The Village is Disney, and apparently Shyamalan's working on a 4K of that. So I feel like if David Fincher pushed for it, he can make it happen. Just like James Cameron pushed for his movies on 4K. So I feel like Disney's open to doing a 4K if the director pushes for it. So Fincher's got to get on it. But he's working on 7 right now still, I think. Yeah, he's kind of known for that. And I love the game. I love the game. It's not a masterpiece, but I love the game. Their next sale will be in October, probably. Historically, it's in October, and they usually call it the Rocktober sale. So that's when I'm counting on picking up movies like Blown Away and Turbulence and all these other movies, In and Outs, all these movies I missed. Favorite Mike Myers movie? It's got to be Wayne's World. Wayne's World is my favorite comedy, so that's 100% my favorite Mike Myers comedy. But I love Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me too. That's probably my second favorite. I didn't know, like I said, I've seen the movie one time, but of course it's got a director's cut, right? Every movie does. I've seen the movie once. I didn't remember. But hopefully the director's cut, I'm sure the director's cut will be on Blu-ray, but hopefully we got both cuts on 4K. Also did Mindhunter. I've always heard good things about that show, and I believe I watched the first episode. For whatever reason, I didn't continue. It's not that it wasn't good, but I've always heard that show was great. I need to watch it. Does Netflix pull it, or did they pull it off the streaming service? Yeah. What's up, last movie stand-in? Everybody wants 28 Days Later on 4K. That was shot in less than 1080p, not even 720p. Blair Witch Project was 16mm and 480p camera footage. I would never want Blair Witch Project on 4K. That does not need a 4K. I don't think any found footage movie needs a 4K. The only one that I could do a 4K with, I think, is Late Night with the Devil, because that just feels a little bit more cinematic. Because I think they could do a 4K of that. 28 Days Later looks like complete dog shit, and I don't even like that movie, so I don't even care if it gets a 4K or not. The sequel can probably get one. But yeah, I don't, that's just what I heard about Zodiac. It could be false. I didn't look it up, but I heard it was filmed in 1080p. So for whatever reason, you can't upgrade that to 4K, but Paramount's doing it. They're doing the impossible, I guess. Gus said Zodiac will look good in 4K because it won't have black crush, and compression will be good. DV will make it the black inky if done right. It's 3-disc set because there's a theatrical and uncut version. Nice. Gus has confidence in it. Thank you, Scott, for checking that out. Just looked it up. Zodiac was shot on Super 35mm film, which isn't that like a lower grade 35mm? That's what Monster Squad was shot in. Blurry by nature. Zodiac was shot on film, but edited and mastered digitally per IMDb. They also mentioned a director's cut, maybe the 3rd disc. Yeah, probably is. AVA, I know AVA is a filmmaker, so he would probably be able to answer this adequately. It says Zodiac was shot with a combo of Thompson Viper film stream camera, which is 1080p and on 35mm, and our Oriflex 435 ES camera. That's a great. That means nothing to me. You just spoke gibberish, AVA pop culture. Gibberish. Is it going to look good or is it not? I need answers. I'm just kidding. Sometimes when the picture looks bad on my end, I have to go into YouTube settings and turn off audio and force it to the highest quality. Then it looks good again. Yeah, I think it was all me. I don't think it was you. What's up, Jordo? Ken, have you bought stuff from the UK? Of course, Adrian. I buy second sight stuff. I buy damn it, what other stuff do I buy? Second sight Arrow video stuff I import from the UK. There's other stuff as well. I want to see it. I need to get on watching the Alien movies with my son. Or at least the first two. I don't really care to watch Alien 3 with him. I think it'll get one in the US. I think Universal will do it. I agree. It's almost as good as Orange County. Whose balls does Deadpool need to fondle for Lethal Weapon 4K? Yes, I'm glad there's some love for Orange County. I feel like, I love comedies. I would talk about them endlessly on the channel, but nobody seems to ever care about comedies. So, but I love that movie. I think, what's her name? Catherine O'Hara is hilarious. John Lithgow is super underrated. But I think that's Jack Black's the funniest he's ever been. Like the physical comedy, the stuff that he says, it's gold, like from beginning to end. And I like Colin Hanks in it a lot too. I agree. I 100% wholeheartedly agree. Abigail's a fun movie. That's a fun movie. What are your favorite movies from this year so far? Definitely In a Violent Nature. That's one. What would my number one be? In a Violent Nature. I like Deadpool and Wolverine a lot. Long Legs I liked a lot. Late Night with the Devil I liked a lot. Immaculate I liked a lot. I don't feel like there's like a true standout. Like a true standout. Like last year after I saw Oppenheimer, I was like, oh, this movie's a masterpiece. I haven't had one of those this year, but I like Deadpool and Wolverine. I like Twisters. Like there's a lot of movies I liked, but I think In a Violent Nature is probably my favorite. Yeah, we only got dial-up down here. It's crazy balls. I have not. I've not. Oh yeah, Challengers was really good too. That might be up there. It's a good movie. Exactly. It's all you all. That's the problem. Get the internet blazing. It's probably their fault. My daughter's on like an iPad and a freaking Amazon Kindle at the same time when I came down here. What's the best movie with Shaq? That's a great question, Kevin. It is 100% Steel. 100% Steel. Sorry, guys. I can't get to everybody here. I'm doing the best I can. Doing the best I can. There's a Goonies 4K Steelbook coming out? I didn't know that. Yes. Let's go ahead and get into that. What's up, Bobby? We got Bobby in here. What's going on, Bobby? Bobby Blue. All right, so I'm on Instagram. This is on the Severin page on Instagram. So if you order the Opera 4K, let me read this. I don't know if I've read this in its entirety yet. So there's an issue. Opera was color graded in the P3P 3D 65 color space with the intent to release the film in Rec 2020 HDR10 compatible with Dolby Vision. Again, all gibberish. Unfortunately, the Dolby Vision file delivered to us was not in Rec 2020. After running several tests, we confirmed that on some UHD players, this had created a color inconsistent with our Blu-ray, and we have decided to issue a replacement. So there's something wrong with the UHD disc on the new Opera 4K. Some people have already gotten it. There's something wrong with the colors, not consistent with the Blu-ray. It doesn't look right. So they will be issuing replacement discs. If you bought it from their website, which I think that's the only place you could buy it, So if you bought it from them, pre-ordered it from them, you could still be getting it because I haven't got mine yet. I fully expect to probably get mine and then I'll get the replacement disc later, but they're automatically going to send you the replacement disc, which I think is great. Of course, we never want errors or issues to happen, especially on a much anticipated release as Dario Argento's opera, but mistakes happen. And I respect Severin for recognizing the mistake, putting out a statement. Because look, guys, you don't get this from everybody. You just don't. Arrow's usually pretty good about it. Vinegar Syndrome's pretty good about it. A lot of others are not. Okay, they're just not. They want to play the hush hush game and just pretend it doesn't exist and just kind of wait it out until it goes away. A lot of studios and labels do that. You got to respect the labels that will say, all right, there's an issue here and we're going to fix it. And we're not going to put you through any BS to fix it as well. You don't have to crack the disc and take a picture and send it to us like Criterion did. Like, that's BS. Like, you fucked up the disc. Like, just send it to me. But everybody's all requiring proof of destruction for the disc. So stupid. But Vinegar Syndrome does a great job too. Because with Showgirls, I ordered that from them. Did not have to send them my disc or email them or anything. I ordered it from them. They just sent me the replacement disc as soon as it was ready. Just sent me the replacement disc. So I respect Arrow and Vinegar Syndrome and Severin now because when they fuck something up, they make it right. And yes, it sucks that they messed it up and it didn't turn out great the first time, but at least they're fixing it. So I think that's great. They're saying right here, you don't need to contact customer service. We're automatically sending replacement discs to all customers who've ordered Opera to date. Additionally, we're continuing to ship already placed orders, including those containing Opera with original UHD discs. All the orders will automatically receive replacement discs. Orders placed from today onwards are now considered a pre-order and will not be shipped until the fully updated 5-disc collection is in hand. So if you already pre-ordered it, you're going to get the edition with the messed up disc. And then after that, if you pre-order right now, you're going to get the edition with the fixed disc, is what I understand. And then we're going to get the fixed disc a little bit later on. And it looks like we're going to be getting it mid-September. So, I mean, that's fine. I didn't think I was going to get Opera until mid-September anyway. And then people started getting it. I was like, okay. And I still haven't gotten my shipping notification. So I'll get it when I get it and it'll be fine. So, good on Severin though, for recognizing the problem and fixing it. Because like I said, you don't get that from everybody. You just don't. So there you go. Nobody jumped down Severin's throat for this. Okay. They can have a little bit of criticism because they messed it up, but I don't think that they deserve to have their name dragged through the mud over it. Jason Goes to Hell is amazing. Saw it in the theater as a teen. I'll always defend that one. I agree. That might be one of my most rewatched movies of all time because I was a kid when I discovered Friday the 13th, probably like 9 or 10, and I watched Jason Goes to Hell all the time. That tent scene and my VHS tape was the uncut version. I didn't even know the theatrical cut existed until they put out that Blu-ray in Scream Factory because I had watched it my entire life, the unrated cut, because that's what the VHS tape was. So I always saw the girl get split right in half in the tent. Always saw that. And then I watched the theatrical cut in the Scream Factory. I'm like, what the hell? It's missing parts. And then I was like, oh, there's an unrated cut. That's what I've always been watching. So, but that's one of my favorite. I love Jason Goes to Hell. I know it's goofy with the body jumping and stuff, but I just thought it was really cool. And I always loved it when he jumped out of the floor in the ends and it's like Jason's back and it was like that build up and it just delivered. I love that movie. Thanks for taking the time to go live with us despite the new work schedule and such. You're the man. Thank you, Film Guru. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been up since 5:40 this morning. But I like to make time for these lives because they're fun. And I've been live for over an hour. And look, there's 262 people in the chat. Thank you all so much for being here. Hit the like button. Did we make it to the next like milestone? We did. We're almost to the next one. And guys, look, you're going to love this. I'm giving away the Strangers Chapter 1. I'm giving away the digital code for the Strangers Chapter 1. Let me figure out how to open this up. Bam. One of the best horror films of the year. This is my favorite movie of the year. 100%. Favorite film of the year. I should have bought 8 copies of it, but I didn't. Can you guys see that? There you go. Nobody's going to redeem that. I'm going to get off the stream and I'm going to go try to redeem it. And I bet it redeems just fine because nobody took it. All right. The next 2 are going to be bangers, though. Next 2 are going to be bangers. Digital code giveaways. We got to get to 175. We're only 6 away. And then I will be giving away the Fall Guy digital code. Fall Guy. No, I didn't. Where was that? I didn't see that. I didn't see that. What is it? Is that a foreign release or is that like a Warner Brothers doing that? Let's see. All right, guys. I liked Friday the 13th 4K too. I like that too. You're watching an HD DVD right now. Frighteners is so good. That is a great Peter Jackson film. I mostly just want 4K editions to the pile of DVD I still have left so I can get rid of them. I mean, yeah, I get that. We got the Movie Den here. What's up, everyone? Jumping in late. Well, thank you for being here. The Movie Den. We also got Mr. Kai. Do you think they will ever put out 4K Bad Boys collection when the new one hits DVD? I think they are putting out a 4K collection of all of them, aren't they? Or maybe it's just a Blu-ray collection. I thought I seen they were putting out a 4K collection. I could be wrong. I've got a 4K collection of the first 2, and then I've got Bad Boys for Life, so I'm just going to buy this one separately on 4K as well, and I'll be okay. I thought it was okay. I reviewed it a couple of weeks ago on the channel. Of course I've seen Your Next, Adrian. That's one of my favorite horror films from the past 15 years, right? Maybe 10 years. It came out 2013, I guess 10 years. I love that. I pre-ordered the second sight, and I'm excited for that. I hope I get that in the next couple of weeks because I am so excited to watch and review that and talk about that movie. Oh, I'm very excited for that as well. Sabrina Walker. Come on, Ken. We give you all our money for you to buy and review all the movies we want but can't buy because we give you our money. At least have good internet, says Sabrina Walker. Sabrina, I didn't see your name on any of those super chats. What money are you giving me? All right. Gus, there's an argument to be made for Gus and also Collect a Movie Man. But I get it. Look, I want to have good internet. That's why I try to make sure I'm plugged in and things are good. And, I pay for the quality StreamYard membership and all that, which costs, I think, like $30 a month. So I try. But yeah, I love the game. I have a great Blu-ray steelbook of the game with the clown on the cover, the clown doll. Oh, Scaps does not like Zodiac. Look, I'll be honest. There's a reason I haven't rewatched it since then. I remember it being a good movie, but I remember it boring the piss out of me. Like, I remember it being super boring. But I was also 21 when I watched it. I like a slower burn movie now, slower paced film. I think I'll get into it a lot more now than I did back then. So I'm excited to revisit it. Maybe I like it. Maybe I feel the same way. I don't know. Adding HDR and upscaling 4K upscale to 1080p source still looks like better, and will have higher bitrate transfer as well. Yeah, I think it'll be better. It'll be fine. I'm sure the Paramount will do a good job on it. It does need a 4K. 100% needs a 4K. We talked about that, Emmett's. It was the kids were going back to school the next day. It was my daughter's birthday, so there's a variety of reasons. But we'll be back live this Monday. Just it'll be a earlier time. I don't know, Ryan. I don't know. Yeah, where is that? Like, why would they drop the ball? Like, if Warner Brothers doesn't put that out this year, they totally drop the ball. That needs a 4K. Needs a 4K. Um, well, there you go. Right, you put my mind at ease. Put my mind at ease. I would love it if Arrow did all those. Like, I want The Hills Have Eyes on 4K. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 03. I do want it, but I really want Hills Have Eyes 2006. I think that movie will look great on 4K too. So 100%, I'm with you. All right, let's get into it because Gus is also bringing up the WB poll that was on the Digital Bits website. So apparently Warner Brothers is surveying. I think you have to be a Warner A-list member. They're surveying a bunch of people on their Warner A-list, and apparently anybody can join, or there's a process to it, but it's not like special, Warner Brothers insiders that can be in it. Like, I think anybody can join it, but it's like a process to get into it. I don't really know. But anyway, let me bring up this list because somebody leaked it because it's a very exclusive club. When you're inside, you have the list, but somebody leaked the list and then Digital Bits put it up on their website. So let me bring that up right now, and we can look at some of these titles. So I remember I did a video on this maybe back in February or March because they had a certain number of titles then that were up to vote on. And from what I was seeing, there's a lot of the same ones, but there's also some new ones as well. So that's why I wanted to get into this. But I am on the Digital Bits, and let's get into this. Now then, the big news today is that Warner Brothers Discovery Home Entertainment has apparently conducted another of its A-list community surveys. Like I said, they did one earlier this year, asking which of its many catalog titles fans would like to see the studio release in 4K Ultra HD. So they're basically putting up a bunch of titles. They're having people vote on it to see what they should be putting out on 4K next, gauging the interest, which is kind of smart. It's kind of smart. But some of these titles, I will say, this is where I'll kind of bitch a little bit. Some of these are just no-brainers, and they have no business being on a list to vote on. You should just know these things are going to sell if you put them out. And we'll get into it, but it's like some of these I understand putting them on a survey list, wanting to gauge interest, seeing if you can actually sell it on 4K. But other ones of these are just like, yeah, of course we want that. Like, why would you put that on a list for people to vote on? Because that's only going to take away votes from maybe some other smaller titles, that could get some 4K love and attention that people would buy, but they don't want to vote on those because they want to vote on the big ones to make sure we get those. So I don't like the idea of putting like huge titles that should get 4Ks anyway, because you put out 4K of God, what did they put out? They put out 4K of the Maltese Falcon, and which Maltese Falcon's a classic film. I get it. East of Eden, Rio Bravo, but it's like some of these titles, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, we got to vote on. Like why? Like these some of these are no brainers. Should already be coming out, and they're taking away attention from some of the smaller titles that people would buy, but they can't vote on, so they're just going to think that people don't want them. So that's my gripe. Does anybody agree with that? Anyway, and of course, as happens every time, the details of that list got leaked immediately online, and so it becomes something we have an obligation to report on here at the Bits. In any case, dozens of people have shared the information either privately or widely online because, of course, they're going to detail. They're enthusiasts. I wonder if there's some kind of rule in the A-list program. Can you not share it? Can you not leak it? If they find out you leaked it, are you kicked out of the A-list club? I wonder if there's that going on. Having said that, it's probably unreasonable to assume that the studio will get around to every one of these titles anytime soon. But if more of them start being released in 4K UHD, that would certainly represent a big improvement in the studio's 4K catalog release strategy to date. So which titles were on this list? Read on here. All right, so according to many sources, Warner's A-list 4K poll included the following possibilities. I'm going to read off this list, guys. It is a very impressive list. Them from 1954, which I believe is a sci-fi film. I have not seen them. We got Forbidden. I think these are, no, they're not in year order, chronological order. Forbidden Planet from 1956. Speed Racer from 2008, which I think is a Wachowski's film. I have not seen Speed Racer. I've heard some really good things about it, though. I just remember it looking a little too kiddie when it came out in 2008, and I didn't feel compelled to see it. Lethal Weapon is on this list, 1987. Keep in mind, it's just the first one, okay? Why wouldn't you do a four-film 4K box set, Warner Bros? Like, that should have been out. Like, what are you all doing? Like, come on. Like, that's a huge title. Those would sell in enormous amounts. Like, how would they not? Lethal Weapon is one of the most iconic action franchises of all time. Why is that on a survey list? That doesn't make any sense. But it gets worse, guys. We'll get into it. The Conjuring, The Conjuring 2 should have already been out. They should have put those out on 4K when they released The Conjuring 3. They could have put them out in a pack to sell them, and it was the right time. But we are getting a fourth Conjuring, so maybe they'll do those when the fourth Conjuring comes out. So those are on the list. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is on the list, which, again, ridiculous. That should have been out. That should have been out. Amadeus, like, why is this on a list? Like, I think there was a rumor of Amadeus coming into 4K like 2 years ago. Like, I was really kind of hoping that was coming to the Criterion Collection this year for the 40th anniversary. It still might. But the fact that it's on this list is kind of telling me that it won't. Because why would they put it on a list to vote on unless they were just trying to throw people off? But Amadeus is on this list. THX 1138, which is the George Lucas film. I think his movie before he did Star Wars. Tim Burton's Corpse Bride 2005. That would be a cool. I mean, Coraline's a great 4K from what people say. So I'm sure Corpse Bride will look really good. Barry Lyndon, another one that should be in the Criterion Collection. So again, we need that one. That's a Stanley Kubrick film. Like you all should have put that out already. This is the big one, guys. This is the big one. They've got a Nightmare on Elm Street 7-film collection on here. Okay. They've got a Nightmare on Elm Street 7-film collection on here. Now, earlier this year, they had a Nightmare on Elm Street on here. Just the first one. Now they have specifically the 7-movie collection. The 7-movie collection is on here, which again, why the hell is that on here? Like that, if you already have it in your mind that you could possibly do that, you should have did it. Like that should have been worked on. You all should be working on that right now. How do you not know that a Nightmare on Elm Street collection, like, do they not pay attention to anything that's going on with physical media right now? Are they that dumb to not know what's going on? That horror sells, that Friday the 13th is releasing multiple box sets like all the time. And we got a Hellraiser box set. We got a Chucky box set. We got a freaking Psycho box set. We've got Halloween 4Ks, a Halloween box set. We got all these different horror franchises on physical media, except for Nightmare on Elm Street, one of the biggest horror franchises of all time. It could be argued it is the biggest horror franchise of all time. But you can't do a 7-film collection for that just automatically. You got to put that on a list. Like that's just crap to me. It just crap to me. But at least it's on a list. And look, I think that most people on the A list will probably vote for Nightmare on Elm Street. Maybe not. Maybe there's some non-horror fans on there. Some people won't vote for it. Or maybe they value some of the other releases and movies more. But a lot of people have to be voting for a Nightmare on Elm Street 7-film collection. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for us. Do it for the physical media community as a whole, because that is one of the most wanted releases of all time. I would say at this point, I'd say that might be the biggest release that hasn't been released yet, in my opinion. Nightmare on Elm Street 7 film collection. It's on a survey. Are you kidding me? Demolition Man. What? Why you put Demolition Man on a survey? Again, that should have been out last year. What are you all doing? That would have been the 30th anniversary. AI, artificial intelligence. Okay. Gravity. That was supposed to come out like 3 years ago. Okay. Logan's Run. Okay. Gremlins 2, the new batch. I want this. I understand why this is on a survey. People don't love it like they do the first one. It's my favorite Gremlins film, so I 100% want it on 4K. But I get why it's on the survey. Gremlins 2. Lolita, 1962, 1997. I'm not a huge fan of Lolita, the Kubrick film, and I haven't seen the remake. Boogie Nights, 100% should have already been on 4K. That's a classic film. And I think that Criterion should do that. Like Criterion Collection should be putting out Boogie Nights. Some of these titles are just ridiculous, guys. Blade Trilogy. So they've already done the first Blade, but they're putting Blade Trilogy here. So I guess 2 and 3 they're going to put out. I mean, look, I don't want to spoil nothing, but there's been some Blade news. Blade is kind of back in the limelight a little bit. I'm not going to say how or why or when, but he's kind of back in the limelight, a little bit popular right now. This is the perfect time to do a Blade 3 film collection, especially considering who's in the third Blade. I'll just leave it at that. Eyes Wide Shut, 4K. Again, Kubrick film. It should have been out. Soylent Green, 1973. Constantine, 2005. 7. I mean, that's a done deal, I thought. Like you already put out a pre-order of a box set. And Fincher's come out and said he's working on the 4K. So why is that on a survey? I don't know. Under Siege, 1992. Okay. Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, 1995. I didn't even see this. Bond 6 film collection, Sean Connery. So they're going to put out some Bond 4Ks, but just the 6 Sean Connery films, which is very interesting. I'm not going to complain about that. I get that. I understand why you wouldn't put out the whole series. Again, 4K is very expensive, and we're talking like 25 movies. Even though, like, I think all the Daniel Craig movies have 4Ks. But I want a Pierce Brosnan collection personally. Like, that's the Bond I grew up with. But I get it. You want to test the water, put out a 6-film collection, Sean Connery Bond films. If they do well, if it sells well, then maybe move on to Roger Moore, maybe move on to Pierce Brosnan, and then eventually maybe do an entire box set, if they keep selling well. So I understand that. It's probably a good business strategy to just do 6 Bond films on 4K. But again, it's Bond. It's like that should be worked on. Like that would sell. Bullets from 1968, The Haunting, Green Lantern. Who the is asking for the Green Lantern? I thought the Green Lantern already had a 4K, to be honest. But look, I'm not going to be a snob about it. Green Lantern, if you want it on 4K, theatrical and extended cuts, it's on the survey. I just want to know who is the jackass, because I know there's maybe one jackass out there that's on that Warner A list. Who's the jackass that voted for Green Lantern and didn't vote for Nightmare on Elm Street 7 movie box set? I know there's one person out there that did that. Okay. And I want names. All right. That's it, guys. I ranted and raved long enough about that list. I'm sure you guys have some interesting comments in the comment section. But let me know what you guys think about that. And yeah, let's move on. I'm making myself sick talking about this stuff. We got Mr. Smelly Potato says, are you looking forward to Beetlejuice? Kind of. I don't think the trailers have been particularly good. I don't think the movie really has a shot at being particularly good. I'm hoping that it's at least somewhat entertaining because my family wants to see it. So I'm going to the theater to see it regardless. I like Twisters. And Twister is one of my favorite movies of all time. Beetlejuice is also one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm always resistant to these movies, these sequels that come out so long after the original. And I love the original so much. I don't want them to ruin anything or trample on the legacy of the original. So I don't know. Am I looking forward to it? I can't say I'm like really looking forward to it, but I'm gonna watch it. All right. Yeah, I've heard that was good. I need to check that out. Let's see. It should get a 4K because it would look fantastic on 4K. Fantastic on 4K. Are you saying it got announced? I didn't see it get announced. I'm assuming that Umbrella is going to put that out. It's got a Blu-ray announcement from. It's got a Blu-ray announcement from RLJE, I think. I'm not buying that crap. Nice. Yeah, we covered that. What's up, Steve? I like the Fall Guy. I was thinking to myself, didn't I already talk about that? But no, I talked about this in a video that I recorded. So I'll give more in-depth thoughts in the coming days because I filmed a video. Top 3 movies this year so far: 3 Deadpool and Wolverine, 2 Oddity, 1 Horizon. I need to see Horizon. I do really want to see that. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, and when they do, it's like hush hush and quiet. It's like, yeah, we'll fix the Rockies, but you got to email us. So I don't know. Oh, nice. I didn't even know they released that. Actually, I think I remember seeing that. I'm not as on top of the overseas releases as I should be. I know that. I need to get better about that. Scream Factory, the low bit rate of the cloud. Did they do are you saying they did or I didn't think they did, Gus. I didn't even think they acknowledged it. And to be honest, I didn't really feel like they needed to. That was such a minor issue that everybody just kind of blew out of proportion. Yeah, it's a lot, but you gotta think, man. I mean, it's a lot of money to remaster like all those episodes. That's a lot. So yeah, they're gonna charge you for that. They're gonna charge you for that. I mean, look, sometimes we pay like $80, $90 for one movie on 4K. I mean, $208. If you really love the show, you'll get it. You'll get it. Yeah, that got announced. I wonder when we're going to get the US announcement for that. That should be happening soon. I caught wind of that Ninja Badger, but I didn't have that problem myself. But I did hear about people having some problems. So I don't know if Warner Brothers is going to do anything about that or what's going on with that. I appreciate that. Schmack-Outrakowski. Appreciate that. Freddy's Dead was the first Nightmare film I watched all the way through by myself as a kid. Same with Jason Goes to Hell for the Friday the 13th movies. Yeah. It was. I think Freddy's Dead was also one of my first Freddy movies. So that movie's always been kind of important to me and special to me. And I get it. It's not a great nightmare movie. It's actually kind of a bad nightmare movie, but I'll always be a little sentimental towards it. And I like it. I enjoy watching it. And I would love to see it in 4K. So I have Opera already. I don't have to do anything. Nope, you don't have to do nothing. They should be sending it to you. Oh, did we hit the goal? Oh yeah, we're at 181 likes. So 19 more likes, I'll give away Rocky on 4K, but right now I am giving away the Fall Guy on 4K. Bam. Bam. All right. Put that over there. So I need 19 more likes and I'll give away the Rocky 6 Film Collection digital code. All right, I'm going to scroll down to see what you guys are saying about the WB list. Agreed on the Warner list. When I saw it, I was like, most of these are givens for release. Warner doesn't like money, I guess. I know. I'd rather WB send them all to Warner Archive or boutiques. I don't want crappy budget. Yeah, I get that. Like I was holding out hope for Warner Brothers would let Arrow Video do a box set of Nightmare on Elm Street, because I thought it would make sense. It'd be like, okay, well, we don't want to invest the time and money in doing a nice box set for Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's do the first one because we know that will sell because it's a classic. And let's let Arrow do a box set with the first one and the sequels. I thought that would have been good, and they wouldn't have had to put all the money and time and effort into that. Arrow could have done it for them. They still would have made a profit off of it. They probably would have made a large profit off of it. So I don't, that would have been my pick, but because if they do a Nightmare on Elm Street 1 through 7 release, it's going to be this. It's going to be this. It's not going to be anything else. I can almost 99.9% guarantee that's what's going to happen. They're not going to do a steelbook set. They're not going to do some really nice box set. Like, you remember those box sets they put out last year with like the 25 movies in them? I said that when they put those out last year. I'm like, maybe they'll do that for Nightmare on Elm Street. It's not going to be that. It's not going to be that. We'll be lucky if we get this and maybe some steelbooks, but I don't even think we'll get steelbooks for those films. I think we'll just get this and they'll be done with it. And that's it. Which, fine. At least we'll get to watch the movies on 4K, right? Fine. But like that's not what we want. Not with Nightmare on Elm Street. We want that. We are collectors, guys. Packaging is important. I did a video on this over the weekend. I know there's some people out there that don't care about packaging, and I get it, and I totally respect that. But like this hobby right now, we care about the packaging. We care about the slipcovers. We care about what our movies come in. Yes, we love the movies. Of course, we love the movies. We care about how they're packaged and sent to us, and we also care about collecting. We're passionate about collecting, and we're also passionate about movies, and they go hand in hand. But we like to collect the cool shit that goes along with the movies themselves. And with Nightmare on Elm Street, like that's a big one. Like that's one people want that big elaborate box set for. And I'm just afraid we're not going to get it because Warner Brothers is stupid. I mean, let's face it. And I say that as somebody that gets releases from Warner Brothers. And maybe they watch this and I don't get releases anymore. But I gotta speak my honest mind and thoughts at all times. I just don't understand. It's just that, look, I love Warner Brothers and a lot of stuff they do. They do a lot of great stuff. But I just don't get it. I don't get some of the decisions. I don't get that whole Warner's A-list they got going on. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But anyway, I'm so glad I ordered Nightmare on Elm Street numbered edition. It really feels like WB is not great at business for many of their operations. It might. Oh, well, somebody was naughty. It was a you, Scaps. And did you vote for Green Lantern? Let me know. I need to know. Let's see. Oh, nice. Yep, it should. I agree. It would be a great 4K. I like AI. I like it. I think I saw that movie in the theaters. They apparently don't. You talking about Nightmare? Are you including the remake and then Freddy vs. Jason? I mean, that would be cool. I'd like Freddy vs. Jason on 4K. I've only seen the remake once. I don't want to shit on it. I just don't remember liking it. I'm sure it's a fine movie, but to me, it's just not a Freddy movie. I don't know. Just doesn't feel the same. Carter Solo says we need a Corpse Bride Steelbook. You probably get a Steelbook. 2 films. Oh, God. Please, God, no. About Demolition Man Blu-ray last week. Well, hopefully we get the 4K announcement. 70% of the movies on this list should already gotten a 4K. I agree. Well, they got an interest. Whether or not they'll do it or not, I don't know. They got an interest. Yeah, I agree. I even like Blade Trinity. I don't hate Blade Trinity. Bond box set could be fun, starting with the Connery one. Yeah, yeah. But I don't think that would happen. I think if nobody voted for a Nightmare on Elm Street 7 movie collection, they would just read that as not necessarily they don't want us to do it, but they would just read that as nobody wants this because they're not that in tune with the movie community and the physical media community. They don't know what's going on out here at all. Like maybe they need to send some people into the actual like world of physical media on YouTube, Instagram, actually see what people are saying. No business being a Beetlejuice. Really? I mean, she feels like she fits right in. I did. I liked it. All right, well, let's get into it because that was another story I was supposed to discuss. But let's talk about Godzilla -1 and the fact that it's the steelbook at least is already selling out. Um, and I think as of right now, it's sold out everywhere because I think even on Amazon right now it's sold out. So I'm on Blu-ray.com, and yeah, the steelbook's not even on here right now. But let me type it in just for. They don't have artwork either on the actual 4K and Blu-ray. But Godzilla -1 4K steelbook. And I'll be honest, like the steelbook's okay. I think they could have done a little so you guys can see it. I realize I'm not even sharing it. But yeah, it doesn't look like it has any of the English dub on here. So I apologize for that. But yeah, on Amazon, it's not available. You cannot pre-order this on Amazon. It is also sold out on Groove. It's sold out on Target. Like it first went up on Target.com, I think last Friday, and it sold out immediately. Like before I could even get on there to look at it, it was sold out. Walmart sold out. I think that was up yesterday. And Amazon, I think, went up either yesterday, late yesterday, or today. But yeah, already sold out with the Steelbook. What I want to say to everybody, and we'll go back to the Groove page right here. As you can see, we got the regular 4K, we got the 4K Steelbook, we got the Blu-ray, and we got the DVD. All this is available to pre-order on Groove. I got links for all of it down below in the description, guys. So what I will say here with Godzilla -1, please do not get on eBay and pay extraordinary prices for this, okay? Don't get on there and pre-order it for $80 because some scalper pre-ordered it and they're going to put it up on eBay and make you buy it for more. Please do not do that. I can almost guarantee you there will be more. All right, they're going to realize this thing sold out quickly. They will put out more steelbooks. Groove will have it up. Now, it'll probably sell out quickly again, but Groove will have more up. Amazon will put more up. Walmart will put more up. Target will put more up. Everybody's going to put more up. There will be more Godzilla -1 4K steelbooks. So please do not pay a lot of money to get this. Don't be upset. It's going to come back. Now, I will say, by the time that this comes out, you may have a hard time getting it if you did not pre-order it. I doubt you're going to find it in stores. You're not going to find it at Walmart or Target because it will not get there. The pre-orders will already be sold out. So make sure you're keeping an eye on this. Make sure you're paying attention to my channel, other channels like mine, watching for us posting those pre-orders up because a lot of people will post this stuff up, guys, when it goes back on sale. So pay attention to that. Just keep looking and it will be back. I can almost guarantee that. But what I wanted to talk about was just like, how do you, the thing I don't like about this is that there are people that do not collect a lot of physical media that saw Godzilla -1 and they loved it in the theaters. And they're like, you know what? That's a movie that I would actually like to own and have a nice collectible version of. And then this gets announced. and they're like, "Oh, I can't get it." Like, "Oh, well, this stuff's just too hard to get." And then they just give up. I don't like the fact that this kind of gives physical media a bad look, because it's like, why do we not have enough of this stuff? Don't a lot of people say physical media is dead and it's dying? It's like, why is this stuff selling out then? Because obviously there's still people that care about certain movies and they care about them a lot. They should have known this movie was going to be in super high demand. They should have made tons of these steelbooks and they should have been available for weeks for people to pre-order, not sell out in the first day. So that to me is kind of ridiculous. They should have known this thing was going to be in high demand and they should have made all the steelbooks that we could handle. I get it. You want to test it a little bit, put it out there. Oh, that sold out really quick. Let's print like, 5,000 more, 10,000 more, whatever. I get that, but I just worry that that's going to turn some people off of physical media, and we don't need that. We need people getting into the hobby. We could have people buy these cool editions, then that maybe snowball into some other cool editions, and maybe we have some people back into physical media and realizing how cool it is to collect the movies that they love in the physical form. So that's what I worry about with stuff like this happening. And it happened with Oppenheimer last year as well. They couldn't keep that in stock. And it's like, for a hobby in a format that's dead, a lot of people will say, it sure does sell a lot when you get the right movie. So there is a market still there and people do care about this stuff. And I think that if it didn't sell out so quickly, there would be people more inclined to maybe get back in to the hobby. So that's my only issue, but I don't fear that it's going to come back, but I fear that when it comes back, the people that cared about it before aren't going to care about it again, or they're not paying attention. So that's my only issue with it. But let me know what you guys think. Again, you can pre-order the 4K and the Blu-ray and the DVD on Amazon, Groove, Target, Walmart, all the places, but the Steelbook is sold out everywhere. Me personally, I'm fine with just getting the 4K. If I can get my hands on the Steelbook, I'll probably get it. But my attitude towards Steelbooks now is if I can get them, cool. I like a good Steelbook from time to time. But if I don't, I honestly don't care too much. I care much more about like premium box set editions than I do Steelbooks. I'll just get the regular slipcover and then it'll be fine. And I'm sure you're asking, well, why didn't you get the overseas Godzilla.com edition? To be honest, I didn't like the look of it. I didn't think it looked that great. And I just didn't need it. I like Godzilla -1, but I didn't need a big box set of it. I don't know. Call me crazy. But yes, I needed a big box set of Super Mario Brothers on 4K, 100%. But let me get into the last announcement real quick, guys. And I do see we have 200 likes. I'm going to be giving away the Rocky set momentarily. But we got Addams Family Values was announced this week to come to 4K from Paramount. So that's definitely cool. This is up for pre-order right now. And I love Addams Family Values. I like it better than the first one. And I love the first one too, but Addams Family Values was always like super fun. And I like that this one comes out October the 29th. So it's right in time for Thanksgiving, because this is a Thanksgiving movie through and through. Yes, it's a summer movie. It takes place at a summer camp, but they do a nice Thanksgiving musical play skit at the end. That's awesome. Everybody dressed up as the turkey, and I think Pugsley's dressed up as a turkey. Wednesday's as the Indian, and then they burn everything. It's a great sequence. I love it. Love the movie. Joan Cusack is great as the villain, and I can't wait to watch it in 4K. So that's definitely one of my most anticipated. In Addams Family, the one that Paramount put out a few years ago on 4K, it looked amazing. Like, they did a great job on that 4K. So I anticipate that this one will also be equally as amazing in 4K. All right, I covered all the topics, guys. That's all the topics. Let me take all this stuff off. And I can get back into the chat, and then we can get the hell out of here. I appreciate you guys joining me tonight. 251 people in the chat right now. Thank you all so much. Rocky 6-film collection. Who's ready for the digital code? Who's ready for it? I forget how much outgassing was in this when I opened it. Are you guys ready? Who's ready for the digital code? Huh? It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get it. I keep moving forward. That's how winning's done. There you go. I have a terrible Stallone. I do apologize for that. You have until June the 30th to redeem this, but you're going to want to redeem it right away because you're competing with 253 other people. So there you go, guys. I appreciate it. 208 likes right now. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Hitting the like button is very underrated. You know, it does a lot for the psyche of the content creator. It motivates them to keep moving forward, just like Rocky. And I think you should do it more often. You know, there's 245 people in here. So to have 208 likes means that there are at least 38 people that haven't 37 people. Is that right? Is that math right? That haven't hit the like button. So hit the like button, guys. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. All right. Let me get back into the chat, like I said, and then we'll get out of here. I have not watched the Olympics. I've never really had an interest in the Olympics. I haven't. I got my 3D glasses in the DVD box set. Is that what you're talking about? I have not watched the Fall Guy TV series. That would be cool. I mean, it's hard to do like director box sets because they work with different studios, and you would have to get all the studios together to work on a box set together, or license them all out to a boutique label to do a box set. So that's kind of difficult. Because Shyamalan's worked with Disney or Hollywood Pictures, which is Disney. He's worked with 20th Century Fox, I believe, which is now Disney. Universal. So he's worked with a variety of studios. I think Trap is Warner Brothers. So he's with Warner Brothers now. I think they're a little pricey compared to other people. I don't think that their releases are as nice as Second Sight, and they charge as much and at some points more than Second Sight. And you don't get as nice of a box set with Severin. So they're a little overpriced. The releases I have from them are good releases, but yeah, they're a little overpriced. Oh, thank you, 1080p. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I think it's important to keep bringing those movies up. Sinfinity and Beyond. WB is $10 billion in debt, so there's no way they're putting out old physical media in 4K. Well, I mean, they could make money. I mean, yeah, I get not putting out like movies that aren't going to sell, but like movies that are going to sell and make them a profit, like why wouldn't you want to do that? You're 10 billion in debt, like you said. Like why do you keep pumping your money into streaming services that are continuously losing you money? Or putting movies on the streaming service that don't make you a dime? Why would you not want to put them on physical media? You know, that's just the way I think. But you're clearly a shill for the streaming era, Sinfinity and Beyond. No, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't have English dub 1080p. It doesn't. It does not. Does the Godzilla.com one have it? And I've noticed with Asian films in particular, it's always the worst. Always the worst. My wife and I tried to watch Squid Game dubbed, and it was horrible. Like horrible. So I was like, I can't do this. Like, so with Japanese films, with South Korean films, I always do subtitles because you get the best performances. Because you can't really get the performance from the actor if it's in dubbed. But with Italian films, I've explained this before. Like with Italian films, they'll usually have Italian actors and English actors. like together. So I just go ahead and listen to it in English, because if I listen to it in Italian, then I'm still going to have dub with the English speaking actors speaking Italian. So if I'm going to have dubbed either way, then I'll go English and listen to it like that. That's the way I usually think. But with Asian films, always subtitles. Always subtitles. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I'm hoping I can get it too, Jake. I'm hoping I can get it too. Yeah, Toho's putting it out. Toho. So you might have to reach out to Japan, Jake. Let them know we need more copies, damn it. I got the 4K US 4K box set with the Japanese art, English subtitles, 4 discs, so much better than the Steelbook, I think. It's a nice set. It's a nice set. I just didn't need it. It does. And a lot of studios are doing a good job bringing stuff back. That's why I said don't worry about it selling out. You know, Universal's put stuff back in print. Sony's done a lot of their Steelbooks and put them back in print. Paramount as well. Like we get this stuff back in circulation a lot. A lot of the studios are doing the work to do that. And I think that Toho will do it as well. They'll see the value in it and they'll put out more Steelbooks. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I thought it was really good, Lewis. It wasn't my favorite of the year. I think it was top 10 though. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot, but I get it. It's all opinions, right? Nice. What's up, Cinema Dave? How you doing, man? Yeah, I took my son to go see it in the theaters, and I just really enjoyed it. It was a great time, great experience. Heard you were talking about Steelbooks. You say Steelbooks, and Jake comes a running. Ah, it's like the bat signal, the Steelbook signal. If Groove, Amazon, etc., tells the studios we've got 10K unfulfilled orders, then most of these studios would print more. Yeah, I mean that's money. That's money. No, Jake, I haven't. I could show you. They're all right next to me, but I don't know where they're going yet because I got to reorganize everything again. I ordered a new shelf and I want to do something different. So I'm not going to put them up just to bring them back down. So I think they're going to go in the corner over there, but also they may go somewhere different. Bing Crosby. Oh, my God. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get it. I keep on hot. That's how it is done. You didn't like that? Severin kind of made the opera set look bigger, chunky boxes, but yeah. From the looks of it, it looked like Cemetery Man. And I think it was like $10 more than Cemetery Man. It was an extra disc, but I thought it was going to be thicker. I thought it was going to be a little thicker. Swamp Fox. I don't know, William. I don't know. I mean, they've always expired, haven't they? They've always had expiration dates. Now, whether or not they actually expire, I don't know, but they've always had expiration dates. Yeah, that's another. I'm surprised. Isn't Dirty Harry WB? Maybe they're already putting it out, but I'm surprised that didn't make the survey. I'm surprised that didn't make the survey. I like them both. Group streams are always really fun. So I like the group. I like the guest on group streams because they're always really fun. And hosting group streams are extremely stressful. So I never get the real fun of it when I'm hosting them. Sometimes I do. Some of the roundtables have been really, really fun. Some of them have been really stressful for a variety of reasons. But when I'm a guest in a group stream, like it's much less stressful and it's just fun, like just pure fun. So I enjoy the the group streams. I also like individual interviews as well because you really get a good conversation going. I feel like. Like 90% inventory to cover damage. Shit. Maybe. Why do sales for movies always happen when I'm broke as hell? Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. I get it. I bought that just to review it. Like I can't wait to check it out on 4K and watch all the special features and everything. So I'm excited for it. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say everybody has expiration dates, but I know I redeemed a code or somebody told me they redeemed a code that was expired. Last Chase with 1989 Lee Majors coming to Blu-ray 4K. Does that not? I feel like I saw that movie. Get an announcement. Let me look. The Last Chase. Nope. Nobody put that one out. That seems like a Kino title through and through. Kino. But look, guys, I'm finished. I'm done. 2 hours. We're at the 2 hour mark. Thank you all for joining me. It was a great stream. We covered a lot. I felt like I kept up with the chat decently. Gave away a lot of digital codes. It was fun. What's in the cup? I've got some coffee in the cup. No alcohol. No alcohol when I go live anymore. I did it once and it was a disaster. And I'm already enough of a disaster by myself. So I don't need alcohol. But that's what I was wondering, man. I don't know why I was on there. I was like, aren't we already getting that? Just didn't make any sense. It seemed like the person that made that list has no clue what the hell's going on. Like I feel like they're already working on like maybe 30% of those titles, but they just don't even realize it. But yeah, thank you all for joining. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate you jumping in. Scorpion fans, T Shuffle, Gus, 1080p, everybody, L Games, Christian, DJ Depression, John Public, Shad, MS, everybody that hung out with me throughout the stream, the people that commented in the chat, the lurkers. I appreciate all of you. Thank you all so much. If you all weren't here, then I would not do these streams. Okay. So I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate your all's continuous support of the channel. And I will see you guys later.